Alex with DolfansNYC, ready to get you set for Week 7 of the NFL season. Now, you may remember last week I said I'd keep the beard going until the Dolphins won. And, well, they did.
I'm gonna be a while. You should come back.
I kinda hate myself for this, but Matt Castle could wind up as a top 10 quarterback this week. A week after throwing for 3 touchdowns against Houston, he now gets the Jaguars, who, as I've said many times, are beyond terrible. In fact, any quarterback who has Jacksonville left on his schedule should probably be owned in your league. D'Angelo Williams has been a bit of a bust this year. Trust me, I know, I drafted him. But this week, with Steve Smith back, he should find some running room against the 49ers. San Francisco allowed 3 straight 100-yard rushers until last week. I'm going to hate myself even more for this, but the Dolphins give up a long touchdown through the air almost every week. Mike Wallace could be in for a big day against the Dolphins secondary. Matt Ryan should be on your bench this week. The Bengals have allowed 3 touchdowns and picked off 7 passes over the last 4 weeks. The Giants' defense has gotten back on track. Over the last 3 weeks, they've allowed only 50 rushing yards a game. Felix Jones is a low-end number 2 running back, and you need to be really desperate to consider Marion Barber. Michael Crabtree has played well over the last 2 weeks, but he faces a Carolina defense that's allowed only 1 wide receiver to score double-digit fantasy points. Plus, he still has Alex Smith throwing to him. Danny Woodhead qualifies as a running back and a wide receiver in most leagues. This week he gets the Chargers, who've allowed 100 rushing yards and a touchdown in 2 straight weeks. In PPR leagues, he's definitely a flex play. Speaking of the Chargers, with Malcolm Floyd and Antonio Gates unlikely to play this week, Patrick Creighton is a solid number 3 wide receiver. And in a PPR league, Darren Sproles is not a bad number 2 running back. I'm sure you've heard that Deshaun Jackson is out this week, and he could actually end up missing multiple games. Jeremy Maclin is a number 1 wide receiver, as you already know. But Jason Avant, who caught 5 passes for 62 yards after Jackson went out, is a solid number 3 wide receiver. And now for your email question of the week. Let's kick it over to Michelle, the head of our fan relations department, or just the person that reads your emails.
Alright, this week's question comes from Dave in Los Angeles. Dear Alex, I have Joe Flacco as my starting QB, and as you know, he's been a little inconsistent this season. He's playing the 0-5 Bills on Sunday, and I have to say, I'm a little worried. Not only are they coming off a bye, but they are due for a win, right? Do you think it'll happen this week? Should I bench Flacco for my backup, Matt Hasselbeck, or should I just stop worrying about Buffalo? Thanks in advance, Dave. P.S. Thank goodness you shaved that beard. You were starting to look like Grizzly Adams.
Nice, Dave. Thank you. I appreciate that. If there's any team that scares me less than Buffalo, actually there isn't. There is no team that scares me less than Buffalo. They've allowed 10 touchdowns and picked off just 1 pass this year. Start Flacco with confidence. In fact, I'd probably start him over Matt Castle, who I recommended. 4 touchdowns for Flacco this week against Buffalo, and Buffalo could actually go 0-16 this year. That's it for this week, guys. Remember to check out DolphansNYC.com for all your latest Dolphins news, and send us a question to be featured in a future video at DolphansNYC@gmail.com. If you're in New York, stop by 3rd and Long on 35th Street and 3rd Avenue. Until next week, go Dolphins!
Welcome back, Alex.
It's good to be back.
Are you ready?